Hey guys, Double Ed here, back in with part 2 of my Saratoga Comic Con haul. Last time I showed you some smalls and a Goliath that needed to be saved from the floor. Today I got some other stuff to show you. No, now I got some other stuff to show you. So with that being said, let's get the depressing part out of the way. I don't buy Funko stuff. That's because all they do is a bunch of butt plugs and crap I don't like. But they do make awesome action figures. Like this dude, he was $20. Well, he was technically 22, and then the alien dudes and the, what's his name, the Willow guy were thrown in, and his leg came off. That kind of freaking sucks, but, you know, I think my dad will be able to fix him, make him good as new. I have his tail, but it's a pain in the arse to get on there, so probably lube that sucker. That's not good because it almost looks like a butthole. You know what I mean. Get that thing on there. So, hopefully he can be saved from purgatory and all kinds of crap. I'm just going to show you this stuff randomly. So, next up, I got a couple of Lord of the Rings figures. Now, I don't buy these often, but when they're cheap, I kind of can't refuse. The quality is somewhat there. I got Treebeard, and his arm flails, and his mouth opens a little bit. I am Treebeard. This arm's floppy, so I don't know if it was supposed to move too, but it doesn't. And he's very sticky. Very sticky. It's starting to wear off now, but he's very sticky. Sticky. So, yeah, and then he's got the big old stump on his back. I paid $10 for this. It was carded. It was a friend of the Geek Culture podcast, but I do not know his name. So again, I fail and need to start asking for business cards. Then I also got a ring wraith from him, but it didn't come with this. This is just a skull I put in there. I found it amusing, so I figured why not. Pull this out. It's got some plastic in there, but that's going to keep the hood from looking like crap in about probably several months, so I'm just going to leave that in there. And of course, he's got the ring wraith shanking action. This is the Witch King's a ring wraith, that's why he's got the dagger there. And the dagger's actually spring-loaded, so you can make it look like he's stabbing people. So that's always fun. Psychotic ring wraith serial killers. It's always nice. But yeah, I've been needing to get some ring wraiths, and that was cheap. That was $10 card as well. And he keeps stabbing the floor. Quit it. You really got to fiddle with these ring wraiths. And make sure their feet are kicked back a smidge. Now, I would not mind getting Saruman and a decent Gandalf, maybe, but that's all debatable. Next up, we got this cool Mandroid Build-A-Figure. What's funny is I saw Black Widow for $40 on the floor beneath us. I may swap his leg out. Can I pop his leg out? Nah. I was debating. This one's ankles are pretty loose and mine aren't, so I may have to swap his legs out because they're a little loosey-goosey, but his arms are fine. His arms are squeaky, they're so tight. Squeaky. Squeaky, squeaky! But this dude was $30 from Geek Culture Podcast. Again, I may have to swap these legs out just because those ankles are pretty dadgum loose for my liking. And he seems to want to fall down all the time, so... Which is a problem I don't have with my Ironmonger, and I've had him for how long? So, got him. Let's see. Here we go. I had this awesome Mumra from Bandai for $20 from Toying Around. Usually they have more, but this time they didn't have hardly squat that I was interested in, so I picked this dude up. I don't think they had much last time. They had that Demo Goblin that I picked up. That was about it. But they had this dude this time, and I was like, you know what? I want this stupid figure, so I might as well splurge, pick him up, get him out the way. And also, from Geek Culture Podcast, I got this Mr. Sinister, Marvel Legends, this classic Toy Biz stuff. He's pretty sick. He had some prototype Marvel Legends while we were there. Me, does that shoulder pad feel all kinds of weird? I don't know. I figured it was supposed to be smooth like the other side, but it does not feel like it. That's interesting. Oh well, who cares? $20 for him. Not too shabby. He's got all of his little cape strands. Woo! Really like him. And then I got some exclusives from him. There was no actual exclusives at the show. I got the Son of Batman from Multiverse. Been needing to pick that up, so he was $15 at my buddy's booth, so I figured why not. By my buddy, I mean Geek Culture Podcast again. I buy most of my stuff at the toy shows from him now. Although he tends to have better stuff than most of the vendors there. He just gets screwed and isn't around the vendors. And then I also got this Iron Man is Amazing 2-pack. Well, actually, Amazing War Machine crap Iron Man 2-pack. I paid $30 for that. Would have preferred the 12 at Target, but my Target sold all of them in like a week. So I never had the experience of buying something on a Psycho discount like everyone else I know. And then I also got this 3-pack with Captain America and Iron Man and Spider-Man. I only have 2 arms, so I'm just showing you these 2 at the moment. I gotta say, this cap from Civil War is better than the other one from the Thanos wave. That one was a turd. And, of course, no, it was the Giant Man wave. Yeah, it was the Giant Man wave. Age of Ultron was the other one. But this Iron Man's still really good. This is probably one of my favorite Iron Men that I own. The non-burnt up and smashed version. That's just a really good figure. And then Spider-Man. This is nowhere near the status of the Homecoming Wave Spider-Man. So just saying. But it's not bad for a first one. And why he doesn't come with any interchangeable hands is beyond me. But this was the first Tom Holland, and he's got slightly squinty eyes, so that's always a plus. But I do dig him. Now, I also got, well, my dad did, this Thor here, still carded. Man, the card even, it's got a bend. What the hell? This old arse Marvel Legends Thor, but there's something a little bit different about this Thor. It is signed by the artisan who sculpted him. So I cannot open and enjoy this figure, which sucks, but at the same time, we've never had a signed figure before. This was only $20. It's fantastic. But yes, this is from the Terrax wave, and he is the only figure to not come with the Terrax part. Thus, he's all the way on the end there. But I do have the Ghost Rider, I do have Constrictor, I do have Claw, I do have Iron Man, I do have that piece of shit Hope Summers, and I do have that Steve Rogers, which could be a little bit better, but oh well. But needless to say, that wave kind of was weird. Then at the Comic Depot, that was all I got from the show. Most of everything from this video I got from Geek Culture Podcast. Otherwise, I would have mentioned it. But at the Comic Depot, because they weren't at the show, I don't think, I got this Mama Jama. And don't worry, he has arms. This Build-A-Figure Apocalypse. Now, his belt is shoddy, but other than that, most of him is clean. And then I also got the arms, obviously. They were attached to him, but I attached them to this upper torso because this is brand spanking new. My dad is going to see what he can do to disassemble that ab crunch there, but I don't know. I have a feeling just getting a new lower torso would be a little bit better. And another thing, I know you're not supposed to take the lower legs out, but screw the rules. Is that normal? I don't. I think this is a factory issue, but yeah, his foot's missing a little plate there, so I may have to replace this leg. Other than that, the rest I am gonna hold on to. I mean, that leg is replaceable. Let's see if I can pull his other leg off. I don't know. That other leg's kind of. I did it. Yeah, this lower torso. This is the part of the figure that's not so great. Did I get the ratchet back? But yeah, these legs are a little loosey-goosey. And then the ab crunch a little loosey-goosey. And then the waist is a little loosey-goosey. Other than that, the rest of the figure's not that bad. But yeah, I did pop the other leg off. Just for kicks. Yeah, this piece is pretty solid. So, of all the Apocalypse bits I have, these are the ones I would definitely hold on to. You know, if I was offered a lower torso for cheap, I would pick it up, but if I can get that off, that'd be a plus. And no tubes, obviously. So you're probably wondering how much I paid for that. I paid a whopping $37 for that. I'd say both of the arms, the upper torso I have, and this leg here by themselves, easily worth that. Just because some of these freaking arms are expensive. And I did have to give this one a bath, and I had to retouch up his head paint there. It's not perfect, but it's a little better than what it was. So hopefully, maybe I can get an offer for a lower torso that's a little bit better. I would not mind that at all. I'd pay $20 for that. Since I have so little invested into this figure, I mean, I wouldn't mind paying a little bit just to get some better replacement parts. But as of now, these are the parts I'm definitely holding on to if anyone were to offer those bits. So, with that being said, that's all I got. 2 parts later. So, with that being said, hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the last one. Stay tuned. I'm going to review these Marvel Legends box set dealy-doos. And, yeah, until next time, I'll catch you guys later.